Okie dokie. It's a little early. It's a little early, but I think we're gonna go. I have a small window here where my kids are being manageable. It's wise to it's wise to take advantage, you know? No, I can make the site dark. That's cool. Why didn't anyone tell me? All two of you. Okay. This is Molehill Mining. This is the 420 candle. We're running early today, every day around the ballpark of 420. At Stoner o'clock, we take a look at the Bitcoin market. We take a look at the market caps for cryptocurrencies, cryptocurrency news, Bitcoin price specifically. Take a look at the Ichimoku cloud. There's a few things we do, but it is not financial advice. I am a student. I'm teaching myself. I'm learning from various people. I'm passing that along, and I'm working on some stuff. I'm trying to make some guides, like a idiot's guide, because if I can do it, you can too. This though, this is a grid trader. Come on, refresh. There you go. This is my grid trader. It's yeah, it's set up for 1% intervals. So if Bitcoin price drops down here, it'll sell. If it goes up here, it'll buy. No, flip that around. It says right there. It'll buy down here, sell up here. That's what you want it to do, I think. Um, I put that little green bar so I know like when I started it. So none of this stuff like was activity. I think it drops little green and red arrows and stuff. But we'll come back to this a little bit from time to time, and I'll do a little video about how to set one of these guys up. Um, if there's some interest around like how tos and stuff like that, I think I'm kind of interested in doing that. That's my good trader. Just a little, what do you call it? A little tease, a little upcoming. Okay, let's get to it. Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been moving sideways. It's up 12.8% of the week, but it's down just 0.1% on the day. Market cap 280 bill. Ethereum is up 1.4% on the day. It's up 17.4 on the week. There's a big pump there. It's going to fall off. We're going to start seeing that we've had sideways movement for a few days on our big coins. Tether, 17 bill, 17.25 market cap. No changes to talk about. It's Ethereum. It's Tether. It is ERC20. It's technically Ethereum. XRP, it's up 1.5% on the day, up 8% on the week. Like everything, it pumped hard this week, and it's just kind of cruising upward. 11.5 on the market cap. Chainlinked. What's that? Chainlinked? Before Bitcoin Cash? That's right. I've been waiting for days. I've been watching, rooting for it. Chainlinked is where it should be. It's above Bitcoin Cash. It is an interesting coin. It has a lot of functionality. It's up 3.8% on the day, up 20.4% on the week for a 5.0 market cap. 5 bill. Bitcoin Cash defeated. Negative 2% on the day, 0.1% on the week with a 4.7 bill market cap. All right. That's the tops by market cap. Let's look at the top movers. Loopring, 37.5% on the day, 56.7 on the week. What is that? That's a wall. It's a straight up wall. What is stupid Loopring? Let's find out. Aave, down 1.6% on. Oh, whoops. Sorry, that's the hour. Up 23% on the 24. Jesus. Up 126.9 on the week. That's in a straight climb. Year in finance 21.8, 81% on the week. Fuck, man, these DeFi tokens are something interesting, but I still feel like it's a little too gambly for my blood. I don't know. I don't even know how to use these. I don't know what they are necessarily. Reserve rights token. I tried to figure this one out. 20.3 or 61.6 on the week. All good movers. What's Loopring all about? Let's see. Let's just do a little quickie. Or I think we're gonna do this off the fast mover chart once a day, man, so we can get a sense of what these crazy ass coins are. The ZK Rollup Exchange and Payment Protocol. Bro, I don't know what you are saying to me. Ownership of digital assets, financial, physical. Ironically, most crypto assets still trade assets, centralized. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff to read. Okay. Loopring's objective is to design and engineer best-in-class order book-based DEX protocols on Ethereum. Okay, another decentralized exchange. I'm not knocking it. It's cool. DEXs are cool. It's a good way to go. I don't know how to use them yet, but that'd be good to learn. It's pretty brutal. Look at that. I mean, I don't know. What are they? Governance tokens? Are they like Uniswap clones? I think. We should learn and talk about it. Bitcoin. How are you doing, Bitcoin? Look at that. Straight flat line. I mean, it's not like it didn't move, but it didn't move a hell of a lot. I should tighten up my bots, dude, now that I look at this. Okay. Anyway. It's not quite done yet, but it does look like basically nothing changed in the last 12 hours. I mean, we dipped just down to 15. Like I've talked about in the past, Bitcoin, it's like we cross these psychological barriers like 15, and once we've crossed it, we stay there for a while, unless the news makes a big splash in the Bitcoin world to push the price up or down. Right now, it costs 15 grand. It just costs 15 grand. Sometimes it's close to 16 grand, but it's gonna always bounce off of 15 right now. Because as soon as it even tries to get in there, people are just gonna snap it up. I think. Not financial advice. Just a dude that looks at this and smokes a bowl once a day. Twice a day, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, that's all right. Let's take a look at some more detailed cloud. Oh my god, we get like no information. But we're seeing a cross. So we're seeing the conversion line come in and cross with the baseline. Usually that's a downward signal. We see the prices inside the cloud. Usually that's a we're not really sure, but hold on, don't trade probably signal. The lagging indicator just adjusted to become a little bit more flat, but it's still pointing down if we get a zoomed in look at it. Let's see with Bollinger Bands. Let's do EMAs. Yikes, EMAs are all pointed down. Yeah, we might take a bounce off of 15. I wonder if we're going to break through and go to like one of the lower prices. So we're going to finally get downward action for the first time in weeks. It's not all bad. Like, as a person that trades Bitcoin, like, it's not like a investment in the sense that I'm like, I want it to go up. I want it to always go up. It's like, look, when it gets down, dude, I buy more of it. Like, when it goes low. I sell it when it goes up, and I buy more when it gets low. So I don't stress when the price goes down. In fact, I'm mostly sold out. So much more upward action isn't great for me. I want it to go down so I can get more. So I can buy some more back. To sell it when it goes back up. So forecasting it down, it's not like forecasting something bad. It's just, I think it's, all those signs look like it's going to drop. Although the cloud's showing some massive support. So we'll see. Okay, let's move on to some news. We'll check back with Bitcoin to see how its price shifts by the time we get out of here. We've been following this for a while. Like a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago now, Chinese miners were leaving the Sichuan area because they were getting cheap electricity from the hydro power. They are not currently getting that in that area. I guess when the rain dries up, the hydro shuts down, the power price goes up, so the Bitcoin miners move out to different areas. That's a story we've been following. So this is sort of, I don't know, the conclusion of that. So as we were following that story, I'm thinking, yeah, mid-October. This might be the big drop off that we were thinking of, where everything really crashed in just a short amount of time, and it took a big adjustment and difficulty to get the Bitcoin network kind of back on track. And then we're just seeing that equal and opposite reaction back the other way, where all those miners get back online. Once they've been online for a certain amount of time, the network will adjust the difficulty back up again. So yeah, I guess right now to send transactions would be particularly inexpensive on Bitcoin, from what I understand. But the hash power of the Bitcoin network jumped roughly 30% over the past 24 hours. Let's see. CoinShares estimated the Sichuan accounted for 54% of the global mining activity, which is pretty brutal. So, well, I mean, look, it jumps 30%. So if half of those people stay and half of those people go, I mean, that's like in the ballpark of the right number. Quantum economists decrease might have a sign that the miners have finished their migration. Makes sense to me. Yeah, it's a big jump. Major upward adjustment would come to the chagrin of non-Chinese miners who've been enjoying boosted profits after October's apparent migration. I mean, yeah, and that's just like, but you know that's happening apparently. Like I learned about it this year, but I apparently if this migration happens every year, then I would know to have my Bitcoin mining gear tip top to push through October while people in a different region were migrating, I guess, to take advantage of that lower hash rate, lower difficulty, more profits per miner. Um, so coming at the chagrin, it's like, well, it's not like they're not going to put their miners back online. Like, of course they are, once they get where they're going. So it's to be expected. I don't know. That last little paragraph's kind of silly. I wanted to point that out. It was silly, author. Mostly good. Okay. This is the dude that Biden wants to put into financial policy transition team. He is a proponent of Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, I should say. So I think we like him. I don't know anything about him. He looks all right. Looks like a guy that does numbers for a living. But let's see. He has testified before Congress about cryptocurrency and blockchain on multiple occasions, pushing back against comparisons between cryptocurrency and Ponzi schemes, and declaring that that the still unlaunched Libra token will meet the requirements of being a security under U.S. law. So, if that's not immediately clear to the viewer, the one of you, that is not a great thing. Cryptocurrencies try not to be securities because that makes them, I don't know, like securities are more strictly regulated, so you try to avoid being a security, even though cryptocurrencies are pretty fucking close or pretty similar. Because if you're saying like buy this token because it'll increase in value, and it's a currency, then I guess you're a security. So that's how come you'll hear cryptocurrencies referred to as governance tokens all the time. It's like when you used to go buy a bong and it was like, bro, it's so not a bong. If you say that, you're getting kicked out. It's a tobacco water pipe. These are governance tokens, okay, guys? They're not securities, I guess. I guess that's the point there. So I like that, though, because he's like, well, they're not Ponzi schemes. I support cryptocurrencies, but Facebook can't do whatever the fuck they want. If they want to do all that, they need to call it a security. So, proponent of cryptocurrency, but fair. And if he's an opponent of Libra, he's pushing back against top-down crypto design, corporatizing the space, etc. I mean, I like what I see there. Yeah, these are other people. I don't know. I looked at them earlier, but the show's running a little bit long, and I can sense my kids getting antsy. So, banks are interested in holding ADA instead of Bitcoin. This was. I'm going to listen to this podcast when I take my kids out, actually, so maybe I'll have more information on this, but I don't necessarily know, like, what banks or, like, what his connections in the banking sector indicate that cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology are here to stay. Okay, I don't know if his connections take his position at the end, something about they like Cardano better. Bitcoin and ADA, there is a one-to-one parity in terms of privacy. Okay, cool. Bitcoin's not incredibly private. It's actually quite public. Maybe my ignorance is showing here, but I actually think it's quite public. Like if you know who holds a wallet, you know everything that they're doing with that wallet. So like, I don't know. Like it's not terribly private. It's definitely more public than my current like U.S. bank account, but I don't know. I was surprised to see that Cardano does not already have smart contracts. It's a pretty the reason I think that they might not, from what I know about Cardano, is they're so fucking careful. They take forever. It's like all academics. It's very thought out. It's one of the people from the Ethereum, like the original OG Ethereum people came over to help to do it or run it or I don't know, something. And it's a lot of academia and a lot of thought process and probably like watching other people get it wrong. So I guess when Cardano releases it, you'll know that it works. Like you have more faith that it works compared to other stuff. I don't know, but yeah, I'm surprised they didn't have smart contracts already, and I'm surprised that banks are like, oh, that's what we're interested in. When there's Ethereum with smart contracts out there, they're like, no, we'll take the Cardano that doesn't have that feature yet. I don't know. I'll listen to this podcast in a minute here when I go take a walk, but I'm also interested in seeing if he's talking about this on the roadmap or is this a complete hypothetical. Like, oh yeah, someday when we like totally have the contracts, or if he's like, oh yeah, we've been working hard and it's about to roll out. I mean, those are two totally different things. So, be interested to see. But Cardano, um, the people that I trust to teach me about blockchain and cryptocurrency have a high favorability of Cardano based on its pedigree with like the people involved, the guy from Ethereum, the high like level of academics, the number of papers that have been written for it, the clarity and explanation for what they're doing and why is pretty, pretty good, I guess. So it's one of the ones that I've been conditioned to think favorably upon by the people that I learned from. Okay, this is not great news for Ethereum 2.0. I am a miner. I'm not super into Ethereum 2.0 and the destruction of proof of work. So, like, on a very personal level, I might take this as a good sign. Like, oh, look, they can't get enough deposits, so, like, maybe they'll never quit proof of work or something. I don't want to be short sighted, and I don't want to see Ethereum, like, what am I trying to say? Hijacked from Vitalik, if that's really what Vitalik wants to do with it. Um, I don't know. I feel like there's Ethereum Classic for that. He already has a spin-off that he doesn't control. So, I don't know. Interesting. Okay, so Ethereum 2.0 holds 50,000 some odd, almost the 1,000 Ethereum. But it needs, wow, almost 10 times that. 524,000. Yeah, almost 10 times that. Well, 10%. Haha. Supposed to launch on December 1st, but if it doesn't have the amount ahead of time, it won't. It'll wait till a week after it reaches that threshold. So there's designated launch pads where you have to put your Ethereum. I guess those are just going to be like, that's like a wallet or something. Blah, blah, blah. Stake multiple validators. Staking yields are expected to be as low as 10%. Okay, maybe. But that number largely depends on the number of active stakers. Most notably, Ethereum 2 cannot be withdrawn. This is the trick right here, man. Cannot be withdrawn, used for some time between the implementation of phase 1 and 2, which may take years. Yeah, because phase 2 is supposed to be completely rolled out like 2 years ago. So they're already showing a really, really protracted production period, which, like, I don't really care. Like, personally, again, I don't want to see this progress. I want to see graphics cards mining. I want to see GPU mining maintain the Ethereum network as long as possible, personally. So I kind of root, like, you know what I mean? But I want to see Ethereum do well in general, so I don't want to root for it to fail. It's just like, yeah, I'm giving you that for my perspective, like, for what it's worth, because it's coloring my commentary here. But yeah, they've already shown that they've protracted this process of moving towards proof of stake for years. So then you're telling someone like, yeah, you'll lock up this Ethereum. You might want to sell it to buy a house, to buy a car. You might want to sell it. I mean, it's 36 fucking Ethereum. They're $400 a piece, you know? That's like 16 grand or whatever. Something in the ballpark of. It's a decent amount of money. Now, if they go 10 times, 100 times, it's just life-changing amounts of money to have locked up, and to have no real answer to when that will come unlocked. That's pretty brutal. I wonder if that's what they're up against. I looked at an article and kind of made fun of it, saying that they might have trouble getting enough tokens locked up. But yeah, maybe I was wrong, and maybe their thing was like, oh, it's the DeFi space that will keep Ethereum from getting it locked up. And I thought, like, I don't know if it's that. Like, I don't know if it's the. I would rather have a lower interest rate from Ethereum 2's mainnet than a higher one from DeFi that can come and go and get hacked, and God knows the coin can depreciate in value, and who knows what else. It's like, I want real Ethereum. I want it staking on its actual net, right? I'd prefer that. So the DeFi argument, not as strong to me, but this paragraph here, this has got to get changed. Vitalik's got to come along and say, like, yeah, after 6 months you'll be able to, like, withdraw and stuff. He's got to give people a chance. But then what if so many people withdraw, they don't have enough stakers? Proof of work, boy. Don't turn off the miners. All right. All right. I hear those animals. They're waking up. Let's look at the price before we get out of here. Hey, look, it bounced right to where I'm predicting. That's wild. Oh, man. So predicting that nothing would happen was perfect. Okay. Well, some strong support. We'll see how that holds up in the morning when I super totally don't sleep in and get up and do my show. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like and things like